the trash can is literally right there. This pandemic shit definitely pisses me off. How hard was that? Idiots. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am SendIt Steve. We've got Riley over here for yet another video, and this is going to be a good one. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to roll some footage, and I'll pick back up here in a little bit. SendIt Steve! Just make sure I don't have like an intake tube that's sucking down. All right, guys, so apparently there's like an island over here and nobody else wants to try it. I'm out here with a bunch of Jeep guys and all that. Everybody's doing incredible, by the way. Nobody's broke yet, except for me. I did break something in the rear. We'll go over that later. But they're saying that I can drive over to that island, but they're not gonna try it. You know me, I'm willing to try it, so we're just gonna go for it and hope for the best, I guess. Worst case, they're gonna have to pull me out and back the whole way out the trail and everything. All right, here we go.
How deep this shit is.
Yeah. I felt it like bogging, and then it was just done. Obviously, no one's in there right now, but we're getting pulled out there. Oh, yeah, it might be in gear. My bad. I guess I should be out there doing it. Dude, the entire cab of that thing is full of water. It was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely fun, definitely worth it. Hopefully once we get out here, we can actually get this thing running and get it going again. But yeah, definitely worth it. Alrighty, well, as you can tell, somehow, I guess it lost ignition to it, just slowly shut off, and now we're gonna get towed out of here. I think we will be able to get it running, but it's just gonna take a little bit of time. I gotta go ahead and get this thing to sit a little bit and kind of dry out, but they're gonna go ahead and yank us back. Jeep is an absolute animal. If I didn't have them, I would cut the back all this in a heartbeat. Yeah, but in case I do roll it, I like the protection.
I think you could build a roll cage.
Yeah,
I mean,
I probably will. I've only had this thing in 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
it was brand new.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one for your person.
Actually, yeah. From the last time we went four-wheeling, I bought it 2 days before, so I haven't even had it in 2 weeks. I bought it on Thursday of, like not last week, the week before that.
It was on the lake heat.
Yeah, if I would have stayed out of the damn lake, even my window.
Never ask me. Never, because it's always.
Oh, I'm not
yeah,
anymore.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, hey, you're good.
Because I know how to say no to mine.
Before we tear into this thing, I wanted to say huge thanks to Jay again for yanking me out. That XJ is absolutely sick. And the crazy part is he's actually getting ready to tear that thing apart. So we will see a revamped version of that coming very, very soon. He just bought an 01, I believe it is. And he's taking everything from that and putting into the 01. So that thing's going to be a bad, bad rig when it's done. So again, Jay, thank you very much for yanking me out there. So let's just roll into the damages. Well, we are back. This is actually the next day because I honestly wanted to see if this thing would dry out, if it would then eventually, of course, as soon as I start recording, they want to be loud and do whatever they're doing. Anywho, so, all right, so we are back. This is obviously the second day. This is day 2. I wanted to give this a little bit of time to go ahead and dry out. I thought that if I let it dry, I'd be able to come back in and, you know, maybe bump start it, fire it up, and be good to go. However, with a little bit of research, I did find out that there is still water in the glove box, still water in the under tray here. The center console cup holders are absolutely filled with water. And yeah, I gotta admit, the water level is actually right here on here. So the radio was underwater, like everything from here down was underwater. Obviously the seats and everything are absolutely saturated right now, but all this thing does is crank and crank and crank. I did check, there is fuel up there at the fuel rails, so I have fuel pressure. The only thing I don't have right now is ignition. So either I soaked the ECM down here, or ECU, or I think maybe I soaked the crank sensor, the cam sensor, or the ignition coil. So I'm gonna let this thing dry out for a couple of days. I also want to go ahead and show you guys a little bit more damage that happened in the rear over here. So let me get the jack and everything set up, and I'll kind of show you guys what broke in the rear. Now, I don't think it has anything to do with the lift kit that I installed or made for this thing. I do believe that it's actually just a part failure, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what broke back here and get you guys honest opinion. So drop your comments down below once I show you this, what you guys think actually broke, or if it's from the lift kit. I have no idea, but everything else seems to be fine. So let me just, without further ado, get this thing up in the air, torn apart. I am gonna probably leave it on the trailer here because if it doesn't run in a week or two, I'm probably just gonna take it to the scrap yard. So let me get over here, tear it into it, and figure things out. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this. But I'm pretty sure we shorted something out here, is what it is. Let's get that wheel off, and I'll show you the damage over there. All right, well, you can obviously see what happened. This is actually the strut. It looks like it snapped the strut completely off. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but it right out of the strut mount and everything. Of course, it also went ahead and broke the welds that we had here, which is probably expected because we did drive this thing. I mean, I probably drove this thing for 3 hours bouncing around on the trails and everything. Went through a lot of the mud holes and everything, and then even on the way back out, I mean, it was, you know, a 3-mile hike back out of the woods. So, I mean, this thing, I don't want to say that it was my welds. I don't think it was, but the strut definitely snapped. Let me, I might go ahead and pull it out here real quick. All right, guys, so I've actually decided that we are not going to go ahead and pull this out yet. I do want this thing to be able to move and be able to come off the trailer, on the trailer, do whatever, because I also want to make sure that it does actually still run I'm gonna let it all dry out. It is obviously raining right now, so it's gonna be a little hard for it to dry out, but I want it to dry out for a few days and see if we can't get this thing to fire up. I think it will fire up. I think, like I said, it's just a little waterlogged right now. We're gonna let everything dry and see what happens. But leave a comment down below, guys. What do you think? Do we take the Avalanche up there and attempt to do that? But there you guys have it. Obviously, we had an absolute blast with the Subaru and everything, and I'm hoping and praying that we can get this thing fixed. I will put some money into it, but I want it to dry out a little bit and see if that will solve our issue first. Like I said, I think it's actually the crank sensor. I checked into it, did a little research and all that. I think it's actually the crank sensor that, you know, just went bad on it. We'll keep you posted on that, and we'll keep you posted on the back here. But probably Friday I'll come back to this and see if we can't get this thing to run. But drop a comment down below. Do you think we take the Avalanche up there and attempt to go out to that island, or do you think we take the Civic? I did get a few other people that said that they would go up next weekend. I'm kind of confused whether I'm going to take that or not. I don't know which one I want to take. I kind of want to take the Civic, but the Civic's pretty big for some of the trails that are up there. The Avalanche is obviously, it's kind of sort of my daily driver at this point. Yes, the F450 is back, but I still like driving this thing around. It has a much smoother ride. Independent front suspension definitely has a better ride than, you know, the straight axle on the F450. But I don't know. Let me know down in the comments down below. Should we take the Avalanche back there and try to make it through that hole? Somebody's got to do it. It's either going to be the Avalanche or the Bruce. I haven't decided. We have till, I guess, next weekend to figure that out. But there you guys have it again. If you like the content, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. And I will see you guys in an upcoming video. I mean, we're just out here having fun, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Kids and I had a blast. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. So, there you guys have it. If you like the content, again, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. And, stay tuned. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a great one.